Hello, Henry from Belgium here. Today I'm going to do something fun. I have recently found this Lego set, 6043 Dragon Defender from 1993. The special thing about this box is that it is still unopened. And today I'm going to open it especially for you. And we can see together what this set looked new in 1993. For many collectors, this is sacrilege, because you normally don't open a sealed set. After all, it is a collector's item, and when you open the box, its value will also disappear to some extent. If it were a larger set worth hundreds of euros, I might reconsider. But since this is a smaller set, I have decided to open the box. Above all, I found it at a good price, and the fun I will have building it and sharing the information with you is actually worth more to me. So here we go. I actually have to push this with my thumb, and then I can open the side. When I was young, I wasn't at all concerned with the fact that boxes could one day become collectibles, so I often tore them completely to pieces to be able to build the set as quickly as possible. Of course, with the knowledge that I have now, I try to do that as carefully as possible. But as you can see, you always have damage. The side flaps tear at the top and partially stick to this piece of cardboard. I couldn't really open it any cleaner than this way, except maybe very carefully by loosening the sides with a knife. But hey, it is what it is. Let's take a look at what's in the box. In previous videos, I often commented that I found it a pity that the manual was folded, and I often thought that this was due to the previous owner. But now I see the proof that the manuals from that period were delivered pre-folded in the box by Lego itself. And the explanation is simple in this case: it does not fit unfolded in the box. But there are enough examples where the manual does fit in the box and where they still were pre-folded. So that was apparently something that Lego did as standard at the time. The manual has 12 pages of clear instructions, and I have the impression that building will be fun. A brochure showing the sets that were available at the time is also included as an extra. I also clearly see now what the packaging method was like. Random, as you can see. The parts are not sorted by color or size, but everything is mixed up in 3 different bags. I also find it interesting to see the type of plastic they were originally packed in. I think that is difficult to copy. It is not the kind of plastic that you can buy in any hardware store, or resealable zip bags, but they are light plastic with holes in them. I am not going to open them with scissors or a knife, but this way, so I have the least damage and I can still keep them if I want to store the set again. The set consists of 157 parts, including 2 minifigs. The theme is Castle and the sub-theme is Dragon Knights. The name is Dragon Defender, but is also known as the Dragon Knights Fire Catapult. I will first assemble the minifigs. They have nice prints, both on the face and on the torso, and also each a nice helmet and weapons. This one has a helmet with even an attachment point for a weapon at the top, something I also saw in later sets in the ninja sub-theme. I have not seen this ring with plumes in a complete state for a long time, and it takes me straight back to my youth when I played with many castle sets, and this piece was in almost every set. These feathers have a special shape and are specially designed for the Dragon Knight sub-theme. I mainly remember the more classic feathers from the Forestman sets or from the earlier castles with the classic knights. The minifigs are not unique and also appear in other Dragon Knight sets. But I like them, and I'm happy that I can add these 2 minifigs to my collection. Okay, and now the catapult. I am very curious about the operation and playability of it because I built a few in the past, of which you can also see videos on my channel. Especially the catapult of the Falcon Knights. In set 6059, Knights Stronghold 1990 was a bit disappointing for me, so I hope this one will be better. The catapult consists of 3 parts: the base, the dragon head, and the arms to shoot stones. The base consists of basic bricks and plates in different sizes, which makes building fun. Another positive point is that the base feels sturdy, and I think it may become a robust catapult. I am less happy with the many blue bricks. They immediately remind me of the Falcon Knights, but I do not want to jump to conclusions too early and save my general opinion for the end of this video. As a second part, I build a fire-breathing dragon head. That is a nice idea, because in this way, the catapult has an identity and fits perfectly within the sub-theme of Dragon Knights. However, the design is very rudimentary, and you have to use your imagination to see a dragon head in it. I think the designers did what they could with the available budget and resources. Not all the bricks that are available now were already in circulation at that time. Don't forget that I am talking about a set from 1993. The tongue, teeth, and flames in the mouth, and a combination of slope bricks and plates for the top of the head make me see a dragon head at the end. The corner plates are a nice detail in combination with the modified 1x1 bricks that represent the ears. What I do find a pity is that the only 2 yellow bricks in the set are only very subtly present in this way. You can hardly see them. Of course, the dragon wings are an absolute added value and ensure that the dragon theme is even more explicitly present. I see that I still have a white round brick 1x1 left here, though the manual clearly states that only 4 teeth should be placed in the dragon's mouth. Overall, the building experience was quite fun with the many small bricks and plates, and at the end, I can conclude that the design is well put together. It actually works the same way as in the Knight Stronghold set. The head of the dragon is very heavy, making it difficult for the mechanism to remain in its resting position. So here is a lock mechanism provided. But with this catapult, it is better and easier to handle. You only have to push this down with your finger and the stones are fired. With this model, the real wheels are a great added value. That way, you can also drive around smoothly and then simultaneously release the mechanism. Also, the fact that the wheels are brown is a good choice. The only thing that bothers me a bit is the fact that they have provided 2 separate loading platforms. Since you cannot fire the arms separately, I feel it would have been better if it had been one large loading platform. As a finishing touch, I feel they could have done a bit more with it if there were extra budget and bricks available. Here at the back, a suggestion of a dragon tail would have been nice with some extra slope bricks. Here on the head, the open studs bother me a bit, and this could perhaps be finished with an accent. The handles that allow a minifig to push the catapult are a good added value, but personally, I find them a bit on the short side. The 6061 Siege Tower set uses antennas to push it forward, and I think that's a better choice. And finally, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the final color palette. I really like the red and black with the brown wheels, supplemented with subtle accents. But the abundance of blue is a bit overwhelming for me. It's good that the blue is all in the base and not in the head or arms, but maybe these plates could have been black instead of blue, so that only the center pole was blue and the color would be less dominant. In the end, I think it's a successful imaginative set, and it certainly deserves a place in my collection. It is a piece of history, and I already have several sets of this sub-theme in my collection. I have to say that I had to give the dragon sub-theme a chance, delve into it, and then finally embrace it. You can find a review of the Dragon's Den set on my channel, and I wasn't really that positive about the set, but in general, I had to revise my opinion for this sub-theme. and realize that it is an imaginative theme in which the designers mainly wanted to try out new elements. I have recently found set 6082 Fire-Breathing Fortress, of which I will post an extensive video in the future. It has a nice play feature with a similar dragon head, and the base plate already looks impressive. I thought it was a nice experience to open a sealed box and share it with you. In the future, you can expect many more videos from the different themes on this channel. Feel free to comment below this video, and don't forget to subscribe, it's free. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.